Hello, happy Tuesday, and welcome to our Tuesday Metis live stream. My name is Elena Sinalikova. I'm here with a Metis team, and we're going to be answering the questions today. We're going to be talking about the DAC creation. We just launched it on Friday, and we received lots of questions and, of course, lots of response. And thank you very much for all your questions and response as well. So let's get on to it. So DAC creation and staking. So today we're going to be talking just briefly about the Andromeda release report, and we're going to straight to the Q&A. And I also do the little demo of DAC creation, so you can see it for yourself if you haven't seen it yet. Just a brief overview. At Metis here, we're building a platform for decentralized business on Web3. We believe that a blockchain has to be accessible to everyone, easy to use, and so that we're building our tech according to that principles. What we are offering is the layer 2 optimistic rollup. We're scaling the transaction on Ethereum with the built-in storages and also one-click smart contracts. But our main value proposition is a built-in DAO structure, and that's what you've seen us launching a DAC. So layer 2 optimistic rollup just processing the transactions in the batches and therefore lowering the fee for the single transaction on layer 2. And DACs is much, of course, more. DACs is very similar to DAOs in their concept of the decentralization, as DAOs is a decentralized autonomous organization. DAC is a decentralized autonomous company, but with much extended functionality. So people can run actually the actual business on the blockchain. Yes, so there are different shapes and forms that the business can come into the platform, but all the companies that come into this platform will be able to store and share files, hire employees, freelancers. So they also have a website and a chat room. They can do the payroll. They also manage the tasks. And they have a different roles also assigned within the organization and much more. So for our last week, actually, it's not that this week, it's the last week. So we made lots of progress. So we launched Andromeda, and we also launched our DAC creation, staking and mining. So the Andromeda was really successful. Right now, our TVL is around 17 million. We're making our way up to the layer 2 ladder in terms of the TVL, and this is only right now take into account that we only support right now Metis tokens. So from next week, there will be more apps and DACs launched on Metis layer 2. And then with that and all other tokens start coming into the platform. So looking forward to it. But in the meantime, this is what we have right now currently in our Andromeda release on Metis layer 2. And of course, the DAC staking and mining. So if you haven't tried it yet, so what you need a laptop or desktop. We're not supporting a mobile version just yet. And also you need an internet. This is quite obvious. The minimum stake to create a company, decentralized autonomous company on Metis currently is 10 Metis tokens. It will change in the future, but right now for this exercise, and this exercise is done for us to actually stress test, to load test our system, to test everything in the blockchain, and we are rewarding our users for this testing. Thank you very much. So you will have to have a minimum 10 Metis. You also create a Polis account. I walk you through. It's very easy how to do it. Also, you have to have some Metis tokens and ETH in your wallet for the gas fees. And also, of course, you need a name for your DAC, and you have to tell your friends to join. So let me, right now, I will stop sharing that screen, and I'm going to share another one. I just would like to walk you through of how actually this process works of the creation of DCs. Probably you already seen that. And if you create a DC, but for those who didn't, that will be educational. So you have to go to portal.metis.io in order to create the decentralized autonomous company. So you see here is two buttons. You can browse the existing ones. So far we have 718 DCs created by over 3,000 members. So what you do here, you have to connect wallet, the button on the top right corner, and it takes you to our middleware Polis, which is taking care of all the connections. So you have a choice here. You can sign up with email. You can also sign up with a MetaMask. So let me check which MetaMask I have. The one that I would like to demo right now. So I have a few accounts here to show. All right, so let's try from my MetaMask where I haven't done anything yet. So yes, after you sign up with a wallet, so this wallet is actually will have exactly the same address as your Ethereum address in your MetaMask. You can check it, but it's going to be on the layer 2 in that case. Right, so you click the button, create a DC, you pick the name, and you can pick whatever text to describe what your DAC. After that, you have to configure and you have to stake. So you can stake minimum 10 Metis tokens and maximum 2,000. So on the amount of your stake will be depending on the amount of your reward. You also can see on the left side what installed apps we have right now. So right now it's only the finance microservice that available. It means that you can transfer money from account to account. So none of other features yet is enabled, but we will be enabling them one by one in the future. So once you stake and approve, if you don't have any Metis tokens in your wallet on layer 2, again, layer 1 and layer 2 are different, so you have to deposit them. So first you have to, of course, make sure that in your wallet you have Metis tokens on layer 1, Ethereum for the gas fees, and also Metis tokens for gas fees. If you click OK, you will take the program will take you to the bridge. That's where you can actually transfer the funds. So you can connect same account where you have your Metis tokens, where you have your Ethereum for the gas fees and Metis for the gas fees. And after confirming it in MetaMask and signing via Polis again, you now be able to transfer the money over the bridge. So at this point, the bridge will ask you to pay the transaction fees on Ethereum, gas fees on Ethereum, and that's the big fee that you're going to pay according to normal Ethereum gas cost and gas price and gas fees at the moment. So it's better to pick the time of the day when the gas fees maybe not as high in order to do that deposit. So here with the bridge, you deposit in Metis tokens from layer 1 to layer 2. After you deposit it, you can actually go and check in polis.metis.io of your balance and how many tokens you have. You also can create more than one account on the on a layer 2, of course, and you can transfer tokens between accounts. You can transfer tokens to other accounts. So when you transfer tokens from one account to another, in here, of course, you can specify the amount. You can also specify a recipient username. So this is a very cool feature. So now if you know the username of the person, you can actually specify the username, and the money gonna go to the correct user. And here you also can, of course, have to select the chain. In this case, this would be Andromeda, to transfer money in account from layer 1 to layer 2. In this case, the gas fees in here will be low. It will be 0.0 something of Metis tokens. So so the fees will be around, you know, $2.50 or so. So therefore is of course, way lower than the Ethereum gas fees. And that's how it is better to transfer the tokens within the Polis inside Metis layer 2, instead of if you transfer them on layer 1. Of course, you have to pay you know, hundreds of dollars on a gas fees, depending again of what gas fees you have at the moment. So let me just demo again. If I go to portal.metis.io and log in with the account that I already have created the DAC with, so just bear with me. I will change the account to another one that I know I have DAC already created, to show you how it looks like. So in this case, I need to reconnect and disconnect and reconnect to another wallet. And voila, you have here the DAC that you created, right? So, and in this case, I actually shared with 3 of my friends. I have 3 participants in that DAC. And in here, we have the total value locked. That this is just some stats of the how many tokens, and also how many tokens were rewarded to the whole pool or the overall. And also there will be rewards dropping off according to your stake, and also mining power every day into your wallet, right? So, and you have to claim in order for this reward to go into the wallet. So let's just check briefly the wallet. So right now I claim some of the rewards. So I have that many rewards in my wallet. And if I claim, you know, other ones, so I will have to, of course, acknowledge every time you claim the rewards and it goes to the wallet. So then you can benefit from all the features of the wallet. Before that, you cannot benefit. This reward does not count in the vault, and after it transferred to the vault, you see, so my value increased here, and now I am using all the benefits of the vault, such as the lucky draw, for example, or 10% deduction that others will leave for all the members to share in the vault when they leave or dissolve their DAC, or decide to leave and withdraw the money. So there. So this is the in somewhat this process. So let me go back to presentation, see if I haven't covered anything, because here I have slides. Of course, we have all the privacy policy and terms of service. Please read them because they're very important. And of course, the polis.metis.io I covered, creation of the DAC, covered deposition of the tokens from layer 1 to layer 2, that covered, and yeah, of course, the bridge in existing DAC, claiming, and there will be, also there is a DAC ranking, because the lucky draw has this, you know, the weight random algorithm, but the weighted algorithm with taking into account of the mining power of different DACs. Of course, DACs with a greater number of members gonna get better ranking, and therefore better chance of getting the rewards. Nevertheless, it's only the chance, so others will get a chance too. Yes, so the vault we went through, and Of course, yes. Also, you can increase at any time. You can increase or decrease your stake. So you have, if in order to decrease your stake, you have to withdraw. And in order to increase your stake, you can just click increase and add Metis tokens to your stake. So therefore, you can actually also increase your rewards that way. So at any time, you can increase your stake. And the rule is also that only one wallet, one person can only either create a DAC or join a DAC. So, but this is the rule that applies only to that specific case that we are right now testing and developing. In the future, you will be able to create like whatever amount of DACs you would like to and join actually whatever DAC you would like to as well. Reward releasing schedule, we already covered that. So it's dropping off the Metis tokens into the vault every second. So our members in the vault sharing those rewards. Also, there was two opportunity to uplift your mining power by staking the either Metis tribe NFTs or the Metis girl NFTs. So the Metis tribe NFTs, they are not they just changing your mining power according to the NFT. So the mining power, the base mining power is 80, but if you have NFT with the NFT mining power corresponding to the left side of the table, so you will get in the portal, you will get the mining power corresponding to the right side of the table. The only thing that we had to highlight there was that your NFT mining power will kick in only after you either decrease your stake a little bit or increase your stake a little bit, right? So if the stake is changed, so then the NFT mining power can be taken to effect. And also Metis Growth NFT holders. So this one is different. This one is actually was adding a mining power to your base mining power. All right, so yeah, we also published some formulas with the initial APY and how it's all was calculated, and also estimated rewards calculation, math formula fence. Yes, we received lots of questions about that, and like some of the questions, and you will see them, they like testing us in math, right? So this is something, that's why we publish this formula, so you can test yourself in math and how to calculate your own rewards. So it's all of course embedded in our formula inside, but yeah, we provide you the formulas that we use. And of course, inviting your friends and joining them to your DAC is probably the best way to increase the mining power, because in this case, your mining power will gonna go up until 500, right? So no NFTs, nothing else will increase your mining power that much. Then inviting your friends, joining them, it will be the way to go. Also, the withdrawals is allowed at any time, and any time you can withdraw. You can withdraw back to layer 1. It's up to you. Of course, you have to pay gas fees, and also take into account that withdrawals from layer 2 to layer 1 right now is taking still 1 week. And also take into account that 10% of your rewards also will be shared among others once you leave. Yes, our lucky draw is dropped weekly. 50 Metis tokens will be dropped to the lucky DAC, the winning DAC, weekly. And also for the DAC owners, you may dissolve your DAC if you have fewer than 20 members. And of course, members of the DAC, pay attention to that rule as well. If the owner of the DAC dissolves DAC, or everything is get returned to you all the stakes, so go back into your wallet, but you have to claim rewards manually because you will still have rewards to claim on your screen if you go to portal.metis.io. So no worries about that, and you can still get the rewards. So yeah, very important. Ethereum as a gas cost, right? So also when you bridge your Metis tokens from Andromeda back to Ethereum, also the gas cost of the withdrawal is 2.5 Metis for now. So pay attention to these gas costs. Again, also with Ethereum, it would be beneficial if you keep an eye on the gas cost and just do it in the times when it's lower. Also, we have prolonged the deposit time from layer 1 to layer 2 to keep assets more secure. I hope this is understandable. We would like to keep your funds as secure as possible. And also to withdraw back, so this is something that optimistic rollup requires, is 1 week to go through the challenging period. So while we're developing our tech further to shorten this challenging period, it still applies 1 week. So yeah, in the future, Metis system, this will be reduced, of course, significantly. And this program is lasting for 56 days. And after that, of course, we will announce what will be next. Yes, and also please beware of the risks. So we paying attention, and we have all the security precautions, all the audits completed, and we doing 100% of what we can do to keep all the funds safe, but hacks do happen, so there is still a risk, and you have to know about that. All right, so let's go over the questions now. So I am going to share the questions screen. So if you have any questions right now in the chat, and I see people already have questions. So I'm going to go through the questions that we received so far, and then I'm gonna go over the questions that were received in the chat. So is it only the creator of DAC who gets the power increase? Yes, it's only the creator. If you are joining DAC, your mining power is always 80. So if I stake 10 Metis, I'll get 1,598.4 after 1 day. If I receive, okay, so anyways, am I correct? So no, 1,598.4, it's for the entire pool, and it's shared for among all the participants. If I create DAC, does every member that joins also needs 10 Metis, or they can just join? Yes, they will need to stake. Even if they are joining, they need to stake 10 Metis tokens, and 10 Metis tokens is the minimum for this exercise. Is there a difference in DAC between members and employees? Like, do we have to stake for every contractor, employee, etc. working in the company? So right now, this is again, so our first DAC template that you are experiencing right now was created. Again, this is very first with a very minimal, consider as this as a minimal viable product, and has lots of restrictions. So this is not what it will be further and in real life. So there will be other types of DACs, including ones for the members, employees, but staking will be part of the process. So in this case, you will have, of course, much more control as the creator of DAC. You will have much control of defining what this stake should be, because that's what decentralization for. But at the moment, it is like this. In the future, staking will be involved, of course, and otherwise, how would you know who is honest on the network and who is not? So the staking is the kind of like heart and soul of the system. Trying to understand what property to look at on the NFT to get power. is the mining power property of the NFT. So the mining power, and I showed you this is actually can be seen on a portal.metis.io screen. So this is not in the NFT anywhere. Except there was when you go to tribe.metis.io, if you stake your tribe NFT, you actually had this mining power on that screen, but it's a different one because that one is converted to another one according to the table on the portal.metis.io. So the real mining power, you can see the resulting one on portal.metis.io. If you think that this is not what you're supposed to get in there, please ask us in the chat and our team can help you. Can we combine the Titans on Metacraft with NFT on OpenSea to get more mining power? No, this is not cannot be combined. You have to choose which one you use. All right, so will NFT reward bump you up on top of adding individuals to the DAC? So the most powerful NFT is plus 200 mining power. So you maximum you can reach is 280 if you don't invite anyone. If you invite hundreds of people, your power goes to up to 500. So if you pick one on another, pick the ones that inviting people. Inviting people is more beneficial. Other shard NFT values actual DC mining power. So shard NFT, this is tribe NFT, same thing. Or are they translated the same as the tribe NFT mining power, for example? So they are not adding the mining power, they are just translating into a higher mining power on portal.metis.io. So now, yeah, you see, so DAC with 15 members with 20K Metis staked will be having APY bigger or the same as DAC with 15 people and 10K Metis staked. This reminds me back in school when my teacher was asking, this the tasks, right? So what would be bigger? All right, so API will be the same, but since the stake is bigger, the reward will be bigger, right? So hope you understand. When does the gas fee of 2.5 Metis to unstake go away? Why have that? So this is not the cost to unstake. 2.5 Metis is only charged when you bridge your Metis token from Andromeda back to Ethereum. So you would like to withdraw back to Ethereum. So that's the fee. All right. So when you just unstake, this is not the fee that you are charged. All right, so it's, in that case, you will be charged very, very small 0.0 something Metis fee if you unstake. So 2.5, it's only when you bridge Metis tokens from Andromeda back to Ethereum. So yeah, interacting with Ethereum is very expensive and actually cost is higher than 2.5 Metis, but this is something that right now our program is subsidizing. If you join a DAC, can you be booted by the creator, or what are the rules? Is there a way for the owner of DAC to dismiss me at some point? So the creator cannot boot you, but the creator can dissolve DAC with less than 20 members. And in this case, as I said, your stake goes back into your layer 2 wallet, and your reward automatically gets into the vault where you can withdraw at any time. It is more beneficial for me to join an existing DAC or just try to make my own and have 20 people join me at a minimum. If I were you, I would make my own and try people to join. So as far as I'm calculated from the formulas, that would be better. Can you leave but you please verify for yourself. Can you leave DAC if you are no creator at any time? Yes, you can just withdraw your stake and reward and you automatically will leave the DAC. Do I need to sign up with my email, or is it sufficient to connect with my MetaMask? Actually, that's a good question, and it's either or, right? So you have to choose what is better for you. So if you have your tokens in your MetaMask wallet, so probably it will be more beneficial to connect with your MetaMask. But email and password are there for our Web2 future accounts and future clients and future users of the platform that are going to be using signups as familiar for the Web2, and we have it enabled already, and I see that people are using them already too. So it's just another way to sign up. In this case, you're going to get the security code into your email, and that will make your account more secure. All right, so what is the difference? Create own DC or joining other members? Yes, of course, when you're creating your own DC, it gives you a little bit more control, actually more control over your mining power, over if, for example, if you choose to stake in an NFT, you choose to invite other people, your mining power will be greater. If you're just joining, your mining power will be 80. But at the same time, there's always a balance. So as a just member of DC, you have to do basically nothing. Is the DC staking available for anyone that holds Metis, or it is only for people allowed to have DC? Yeah, it's anyone can is allowed to have a DC and encouraged to do so. Blockchain is for everyone, remember? If I have a Metis and MetaMask imported hardware wallet, can I still stake and interact okay with the Polis, DAC? Are there any issues I might face? Yes, you should be connected with your MetaMask wallet just fine. If you connected your hardware, just use the MetaMask login on when you're logging in. Will my mining power be bigger if I enter someone else's DC with NFT boost, or is it only for the owner? Mining power is only for the owner. How does staking work from a technical standpoint in Metis? So for DC, staking is the way to incentivize people to create or join DC, also to conduct a pressure test for Andromeda. And this is, thank you very much, everyone, for that. So because of that exercise, we found, the issues that we had, the bugs that we had, so the bottlenecks that we had, and we resolving them. So thank you for that testing, and please enjoy your rewards for that testing as well. So it's mostly the financial and operational consideration rather than a technical one, right? So yes, it's if you create in your own organization, also think about the incentives that you give to people that join, right? So and that's for the future. When I'm staking Metis, is it true it takes 1 week to actually come into your MetaMask? You unstake and you get your funds into your layer 2 wallet right away. So your Metis wallet and your Polis, your funds will be right away. If you like to withdraw back to layer 1, it will take 1 week. The wallet is everyone in DC, or is it everyone who is taken from all DCs? It's everyone who's taken from all DCs, they all get into the same wallet. Will DC creation close, or will it always be open? DC creation will always be open from now on, but there will be different versions, different DCs that coming out, so stay tuned. Does making DC come with any responsibilities? Not for now. This is very simple exercise. This is MVP, but there will be in the future. Do you know what I should set the DAC subdirectory to when creating a DAC? This is just for you, some fancy words, something to stand out in the public. I'm still unclear as to whether it's best to just let the rewards rack up and then claim them to the vault once or twice before staking ends, or it should be claiming to the vault daily. Very, very good question. So the amount you claim to the vault will be compared with the TVL in the vault to calculate the percentage you have in the vault, and then you get 10% deduction sharing based on this percentage. So ideally, if you would like to take an advantage of this 10% deduction reward when everyone leaves, or the lucky draw, so you should claim your rewards to the vault to occupy a larger percent of the penalty sharing. But every action will cost some gas, so this is up to you. And again, blockchain is all about you making decisions for your own. So estimate how much gas it will cost you every time you withdraw. See if your math works, and see maybe the what will be worth for you to how often you claim the rewards. Is there a way to see a history of your claimed rewards? Unfortunately, no. For this exercise, we haven't developed it yet. It will be in the future. How many Metis are going to be emitted for DAC staking in total? So it's around 26,000 Metis tokens for 56 days. Will API begin to increase when creators dissolve their DACs? The APY will increase when other DACs dissolve a member list other DACs. Yes, it will increase. How is the 10% deduction of withdrawn rewards distributed? Isn't according to amount you have in the vault. It isn't according to the percentage of the reward you claim in the vault compared with the TVL, total value locked in the vault. So these are all the questions that we collected before this live stream. And now I see we have many questions in the chat still. Thank you very much for that. I would like to bring my team to start answering them. So Kevin? Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. If I claim my Metis rewards, do they go to staking automatically or somewhere else? Can I get those rewards to increase my staking power? When you claim your Metis rewards, it will go directly to your vault. There you can withdraw and go back to increase your staking. So it is to increase, it can be used to increase your
it can be used, but it's
power.
not automatic. You need to do it yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to do the steps yourself.
Yeah, but still need to notify that when you withdraw from the vault, there will be 10% of the deduction from your rewards, and it will be shared among all the others who haven't claimed from the vault. So you might need to decide if you need to leave in the vault or you can use it to for your staking. So yeah, you have two choices to choose from.
Mm-hmm. So can you please talk about what kind of APR one can expect from DAC with one participant? So it all depends on the number of the members. So you can this information we display, right? So how many members they have, how many what is the total value locked, what is your percentage of the total value locked? So you can do your math in this case because it's changing. It's never the same. So we can say you want this number that it's actually for today, and then tomorrow will be different. Also, question related to when the stable coin is going to come to Metis network.
Yeah, the stable coin actually it will come to Andromeda in two stages. First stage is the USDC USDT, which you can bridge from Ethereum layer 1 to Andromeda or layer 2, starting from early next week. That is I think that's the most convenient one, but also we're a lot of different kinds of projects are contacting us. They would like to provide the stable coin on Andromeda as well. So we would see some projects coming in the coming weeks.
Yeah, so people mostly concerned about the volatility if they withdraw within the 7 days because of the 7-day lock-in period for optimistic roll-up. So they're concerned about the stable coins that are not available yet, but they will be again early next week.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, about the status of other dApps and projects building or porting to Metis. Actually, all the biz dev team and our integration team are working with them to have them on board ASAP. But currently, we are also working with like Oracle, to provide the price feed to DeFi projects, and that is also very important. So we hope to solve the Oracle issue as soon as possible, so more DeFi projects can port very easily. But for next week, you're gonna see NetSwap. That is third-party swap. They're gonna launch on Metis Layer 2, and a lot of new opportunities gonna happen during the swap. So yeah, please stay tuned with that one.
Yeah, so all our partners are going to integrate. It's just like we need to do them in order, and the infrastructure one is going to be first. So that this is, yeah, it's all done in stages.
Yes. How long will the APY be this high? Actually, the daily or the output per second will be adjusted every week, but the APY is kind of related to how many tokens has been staked in the pool. So the adjustment of the output might not directly affect the APY. As Elena has explained, this is quite complex. So it will, let's say if the output is decreased and the stake token is also decreased, so the APY might increase. So that's I hope to express that it's pretty complex.
Yeah,
The APY will be related to how many tokens, how many people joining this staking event.
Yeah, so it depends on the many factors. Yes, so it can decrease, it can increase as well, depending on how many people leave, depending on how many people more enter. So it's always fluid.
I see a lot of questions about the APY formula. Actually, we have shared this in the rule, but I'm not sure if I can share my screen.
Just a second. Yeah, you can. I can also do the formula.
So actually the APY, when you calculate it, it's very, very simple. You can use this daily input, multiple 365, which equals 1 year's output, divided by the TVL. So daily output multiple 365 divided by TVL, and that's the APY for the entire pool. But what you can get from the rewards related to these two factors, one is your staking amount, and another one is the mining power. So you can see you have a percentage. This is a percentage of how large you are in the entire pool. So what you can get is this mining this percentage, but this is not precise because it's changing every second. You can make an estimation that this is a mining percentage. Multiple daily output is something you can get. So, but again, I encourage you to go back to our Medium article. We have a formula published over there. You can check and put a number over there and calculate. And what I want to say that is transparent we publish these rules before the staking event happens. So the reason is that, of course, we also tell our community that when you bridge back or when you do any actions, it will cost you Metis as a gas cost. The reason we are doing this is hope to deliver a message that you need to understand what you are going to face in the staking event. It has cost, it has risk, but all the information are transparent and open in the Medium article. You can check over there. Yeah. I'm gonna stop share here.
Thank you, Kevin, for this. So that covers the APY questions. So guys, if you still have the questions on APY, please ask again if you're not clear what Kevin just explained. Okay, yeah, sorry.
How easy is it to build on Metis with minimum prior coding experience? I think he's saying default app. What I want to say is that it's pretty easy. Actually, our current, the current projects they're getting on board, they didn't ask too much help from us. They can do it all by themselves. All we need to provide is some document, which is as the docs.metis.io. All the integration details are over there. So I'm pretty sure you can do it by yourself. But we are also very open to any kind of questions. So just leave your question in our Discord or Telegram. Our teammates will help you.
Okay, so I also asked by my team to share the screen that we actually check in the messages in the live stream as well. So yes, all your messages are getting to us. Our team is actually redirecting them. So all your messages, all your questions that you're asking, they are getting to us. The question is how easy it's to build your own Metis with minimum prior coding experience, DeFi app. So right now this is as easy as on Ethereum, but what we are building is because we are implementing these smart contracts templates and one-click deployments, so that will be easier and easier in the future. So at some point you probably will be able to do it without the coding experience or that much coding experience. Right now is still you need to be quite savvy in a Solidity developer, or if you're using any other language on Ethereum for developing the smart contracts.
Yes, but if you have developed your DeFi projects on other platform, it will be very easy for you to migrate. That's what I want to express.
Exactly. So because we are a EVM equivalent, so yes, there will be no changes required for the smart contracts. And you can join our hackathon, hackathon.metis.io, in order to try that. So we have all the videos and everything on how to deploy on Metis. So please join and win as well. So I also have this question about the APY. So Kevin, this came after you explained it. So Nerd is asking.
Let me explain a little more.
Yes.
The reason why we are doing DAC staking instead of you just stake by yourself. Metis is a layer 2 platform, but the purpose for our layer 2 is to support different kind of projects, as well as what we call DAC, which is Decentralized Autonomous Company, for these DACs to develop on layer 2 with a low cost and high speed of transaction. So for general community member, Actually, you might think it's hard for you to create a company in the real world, but actually you can create a very simple DAC on Metis layer 2. Just invite your people, invite your friends joining. It can benefit you by the the increase of the mining power. So as you can see from the formula, the rewards you can get actually there will be two factors matter. The first one is how many Metis token you have staked, and the second one is the mining power. The mining power is another factor that's gonna affect your rewards. So the more people you join or you invite, the higher mining power you will have. So that's why some people will get more because they have a large community, or they staked more. But of course you will have some DACs with very little members, but that's the rule we have published before. But generally speaking, the rewards have two factors to be affected. One is the token amount, Metis token amount that you have staked. Another one is the mining power.
Okay, guys, I hope it clears it out. So the like when we're talking about fair or not fair, so the math is fair. The formulas are fair, so they are same for everyone. So we cannot be more fair than that, right? So if some people created DCs and managed to invite over 100 members, so that is actually work on their part as well. That's fair that they get in a higher mining power because of that. EIP 44. Okay, so do you think about the EIP 4488? That one is the latest one, right? So let me just Kevin, you can answer the question. I'll just try to answer that one. Yeah. So EIP 4488 is actually created specifically for layer 2, so the fees on the layer 2s will be lower. The fees on main Ethereum after that EIP 4488 will not be lower as much. But on layer 2s it will go dramatically lower. So that's what this EIP on Ethereum about. So it's actually not killing layer 2s, it's actually promoting layer 2s. Or my team, correct me if I'm wrong, right? So because this is all new stuff that coming out, I might not know something. So yeah, at any time you can pitch in.
Yeah, it's essentially expanding the call data size. So essentially, there's more storage capacity to bundle it up. So this would essentially allow for more transactions to be posted in a single in a single batch, yeah.
In single batch. So it's therefore layer 2 will benefit from this EIP, but not the single users, unfortunately. I mean that the single users on Ethereum will not benefit from this EIP, only the layer 2s. So yeah, guys, our fees will be lower once this EIP implemented.
Okay.
We also have to be mindful of time because we have 6 minutes until the end. So maybe just pick the questions that that are not repeating.
Yeah. Apologies, I think it's reducing the call data cost. But either way, reducing the cost increases the amount of transactions that can be posted. Makes it cheaper, makes it better, essentially.
So we already talked about staking rewards in the DAC versus staking rewards solo. Please, if you missed that part, you can just rewind back. We answered that, yes. So staking rewards in the DAC, if you invite more members, is more beneficial.
Okay, I think we're done with.
We went through the all questions
Yes.
as well. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, guys, thank you very, very much. So we are on time today. So let me just share my screen for the last slides that I have, and to just fill you in. Okay, just any moment now, just a second. All right, so just fill you in of what we are building further. So of course, right now here is already live, is the ability to switch sequencers. And this is something that we are building for the decentralization. So sequencers, verifiers, and peers. It's already in that release, and also automated process to open a new roll-up chain. So that's for every DACs that coming in, a new chain is rolled up as opposed to just the classic optimistic roll up. We also, Polis.Metis.io, we are developing a lot of new features for that ones. And we, like currently the fees are of the ERC20, so it's still high, but these are the highest that they will be. But NFT minting is very actually low comparing to many of the systems. And as well, we are developing distributed data storage, so we can fit in more transaction, and we also store the business data, so much larger number of transactions can be rolled up, and this is how we planning to reduce the cost of the transactions to the cents instead of the dollars that are right now. Also, our hackathon is going on. The deadline extended until December 30th. We have very, very interesting submissions and lots of hackers right now. So please join hackathon.metis.io if you're thinking just to developing your app. We have lots of partners. Also, our partners are integrating into Metis Layer 2. We also have launched our Genesee DAC with 100 million USD grants that are available for the startups. In order to take advantage of it, please apply at metis.io/grants. So we are looking right now for the applicants for these grants. Join our hackathon, and if you would like to join our team, especially if you know Solidity, please shoot us an email at contact@metis.io with your resume. Connect to me on LinkedIn and on Twitter directly. I can also answer all your questions that you have, and stay connected to us at metis.io, Telegram MetisDAO, Twitter MetisDAO, and our email contact@metis.io. Questions, welcome to the Telegram, and our hackathon live stream is going to be this Thursday at 5 p.m. UTC. So with that, thank you very much. I would like to thank my whole team. Thank you for helping me to answer the questions and supporting me with the relaying the questions to me from all the chats. Thank you, and thank you for our community. So, and happy DAC in, happy creating of DAC, happy staking, happy mining, and have a great rest of the day. Thank you.